know what I'm saying?
Not really sure, but my brain tells me I've been here before. Don't wanna draw any attention to all the crazy things that I shouldn't mention.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for you to be here. I know it's been such a long time since I've made a video. I went through a few rough patches, just like any other human would. I just needed a little break. So pardon me if I didn't give you guys the videos that you needed. I have my little kitty over here, little demon kitty. Ears going sideways like a hammerhead, but it's okay because it's cool to be different, and that's all that matters. He's gonna sit right here. So I wanted to do a video in honor of Halloween, Scorpio season in general, because this time of the year is absolutely one of my favorites. So I'm gonna tell you guys one thing about each zodiac sign and what they fear, like what scares them the most. I think it would be fitting for, yeah, Shina. We're gonna start with Aries and we're gonna end with Pisces. I'll try to add the timestamps in the description box below so you guys could, check your signs timestamp there if you don't want to watch the whole video. But if you did watch the whole video, I love you. Just know that. I fuck with you. So Aries is fearful of someone telling them that they're not doing enough. Aries is always doing enough. Actually, they're doing 10, 15 people's jobs at once. They're very responsible, and it starts at a very, very young age. So that'll pick up speed as they get older, and they're way ahead of their time. They know exactly what they bring to the table, and they expect others to notice that. So if you're going out of your way and telling them that they're irresponsible and they don't know how to handle their money and this and that, that scares them because it just makes them want to work 10 times harder. A lot of health issues come in the way, and they can lose a lot of people. They can even lose themselves in that process. So it's okay, Aries. It's okay to calm down a little bit. You're doing what's right for you. That's important. Now, one thing that Taurus is fearful of is not having full control. This could be full control over themselves or other people, and not necessarily meaning that they're like a Scorpio or like an Aries where it's like possession. They just want to know that they have everything together, and they're always hearing people telling them that they're being irresponsible, they're not doing enough, or they're being lazy, etc. So this can create a fear base in their mindset, and it can almost hinder them. So they don't want to fall into that. Taurus is actually one of those signs that every single person relies on. It's actually sad that they do so much for other people that other people don't notice that. When they stop doing everything and they realize, hey, I need time for myself, to rejuvenate, it's all of a sudden a huge deal. It's okay, Taurus. It's okay. Gemini is so fearful that other people are not listening to what they have to say. Gemini knows communication like the back of their hand. They are a walking dictionary, a walking thesaurus. They are an encyclopedia in a sense. When they talk to friends, strangers, whoever that they, meet, they always have something to say. They want you to listen, and it actually hurts them when people, say that they're repeating themselves, which, it can happen when you're so passionate about what you're talking about. It may seem like Gemini isn't listening to you because they're overriding what you're saying, but they get so excited, they get scared that it's not being reciprocated in the correct manner. It's okay, Gemini. Don't worry about it. Keep talking. One thing that Cancer is afraid of is not having security within their friends or their family. A bond with a Cancer is very essential to their being. They feel like they're gonna, quote unquote, die if they don't know what the people that they care about are up to, how they're feeling, if anything has gone wrong in their life. They constantly want to be updated. And a lot of people can take advantage of that and make them feel like they're being too clingy. But in the Cancer's mind, it's like, I just want to feel secure, because if you're not secure, like, how am I going to feel secure? Their empathy level is at 100. It's actually exceeding. It really does hurt them. It can injure their poor heart. Poor little crabs. Don't worry, Cancer. You are and always will be in everyone's hearts. They think of you. And keep being that kind soul that you are. Leo is very fearful of missing an important event or not being invited to places. Leo, as we know it, is very, very social. They know everybody. Everybody knows a Leo. okay? They are the life of the party. This is no doubt in anyone's mind. You better realize that they're already turned up. They have such a huge pack, and it can be people that they just met or they want to meet or that they've been friends with for such a long time. They can grab all those people and put them in one place. So yeah, it hurts their feelings if people don't notice that they're going out of their way to hit you up. And that's the same with them. Like, if you're inviting a Leo out, they're there. It's okay, Leo. Maybe that wasn't the right party. It's fine. Make your own party. So one thing that Virgo is fearful of is being judged back. You know, sometimes people can look at Virgo as like the perfectionist, and they can feel like the Virgo is looking them up and down and trying to criticize them. How they walk, how they talk, you know, all that. But if you do it back to a Virgo, it's kind of like, hey, wait, I already know how to portray myself. I think I have it together. I don't need anyone to tell me how to act, how to walk, how to talk, okay? And this is something they fear because they strive for perfection. They strive for others to look at them as this like dreamy human product. And it, you know, like gets deep into their core. It actually cuts them up inside, and it's just this fear base that they don't want to think about. The more people criticize them, the better that they get, the harder that they work. And just know, Virgo, that if you give it out, it's going to come back to you. So you just got to expect that. It comes with the territory. But it's okay. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. You're trying your best. I get it. I see it. We all can. Now, something that Libra is fearful of is not having anyone around to calm them down. You would think that Libra, being the scale, would find some sort of balance, but it takes a lot of energy for this zodiac sign to find balance. And, you know, some people might think that they're indecisive, or they're really, really weighing out their options because they're able to think of it in both a logical manner and an emotional manner. And out of the air signs, Libra is more adept to feeling more emotions. Just like Taurus, they can get a little bit agitated. They fear that someone won't be able to talk some sense into them, because even though they can talk sense into themselves, it's nice to hear it from another perspective, just so they know they're not going crazy. Libra, just know that your scale can only hold up to so many decisions and so many problems. Takes them off. So something that Scorpio is fearful of is having others see them break. Break could be like a breakdown, as in them crying or getting vulnerable, showing emotions. Don't get me wrong, they are a water sign, you know, they are able to get emotional, but have this layer of protection on them, and then it's really important that they use it whenever they can. And they know that if they sting, they're gonna die and then they're gonna come back up. You know, birth, rebirth, that cycle to them, they've mastered it. It is a skill that only they are aware of. So for a Scorpio to get vulnerable, it's like, whoa, I want to remain that mystery. They have a hard time trusting people anyways. Imagine them trying to get vulnerable, and, you know, it's not a good look for them. Even though it would be incredibly beneficial for the Scorpio, it just doesn't fit right for them. But just know, Scorpio, it's better for you to maybe let the guard down a little bit. It's okay. Like, it's fine. You're human. We know you can get through it, but there's only so much that you can do. Don't let what others think about you scare you. Now, something that Sagittarius is fearful of, and this does not come as a surprise, is going into the deep, dark pits of hell. Like, they just don't like darkness. It scares them. It's very just unknown to them. Where the zodiac sign previous to them is so normalized by darkness, Sagittarius is the complete opposite. They're like, no, 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 no. I've been there once, and let me tell you, it's not a fun place. It's really not. So Sagittarius ultimately chooses a pathway that is bright and clear and concise and open. They can walk and they don't have to fall. It does hurt them that other people see them as this person who just doesn't commit to anything or isn't responsible in their actions or their words. That's really not the case. Is they're really just living life in the moment, and There's no other sign in the zodiac like the Sagittarius that appreciates life in itself. So when life gets dark for them, it's like they almost feel like they fell into a well and there's no way to get back up. It's fine to be optimistic and look forward to so many things in life, but you gotta face your demons. Now, Capricorn is very fearful of socializing with other people. A lot of the times Capricorns like to keep to themselves. They like to focus on their work. You can only imagine that the Capricorn at such a young age is already setting goals for themselves, and they have people around them that notice this, and they begin to take responsibility based on what other people think. Yes, this isn't a healthy lifestyle that the Capricorn may live, because who cares what other people think, right? But at the end of the day, Capricorn is the one that is already past the mountain, has the promotions, is successful, has money in the bank. So it can be terrifying, absolutely terrifying, for them to leave their success and go out, have a good time, because that is very foreign to them. Capricorn, it is fine for you to feel like other people are judging you or not understanding you or not cooperating with you or not at the level that you expect them to be. Maybe you can teach them, maybe you can accept them for what they are and put the judgment aside so you can feel better internally. It makes your environment a little bit more stable. Now, something that Aquarius is very fearful of is not being able to transmute their thought process, because it's like a computer up here for them, into words. So pretty much their feelings and emotions and all the mushy gushy stuff gets clogged up in the system and can't push out to become a word or become a sentence. And Aquarians fear this because they're always misunderstood, and they really do feel like, you know, it hurts them that they can't explain how they feel. And it becomes a bit rigid when they're trying to explain it because they can't even process it. It takes them days to process what they're feeling into words. So it's important that Aquarius be open to people being vulnerable to you and doing your best to almost mimic how they go through it. And people can judge them on this as much as they want, but it really is a very, very huge struggle. They are completely 100% based on logic. And lastly, we have Pisces. Now, Pisces is fearful of burying their emotions. They are the most emotional sign in the entire zodiac, and it's almost like they are responsible for the universe. They also are very, very, very familiar with darkness. They're actually way too familiar with it. Just imagine the ocean going as deep as it is. There are so many different creatures that we are not aware of, but the fish are, the Pisces is. For them to bury all of these emotions and hide it, it's not something that they like to do, because they wear their heart on their sleeve, and that's the only thing they know how to do. But of course, there are people in the world that judge them because they are so emotional. You know, they can be easily triggered when their emotions are hurt. They resort to bottling and burying it, but they'd rather tell you that they love you or they care about you or that they miss you. It's just really hard for them if they get rejected or they get hurt. But if you bury your emotions and you don't show people that you care about them, it's really, really gonna backfire on you in the long run, because that's not you. It's boo. I'm trying to make a video. Who calls the house phone? Stop coughing! They care about her friends. French.
Hello?
Yo.